Infinite emptiness, life without shape. The stories by Shri Rajeev Shantaram
Thatte.
Do true saints like Satya Shri Sai Baba really answer prayers? I have no idea. But I will share two real life incidents with you. You decide for yourself whether these Baba figures truly fulfill the wishes of their devotees. First incident, this happened 10 years ago. Madhavi, an extremely active science graduate, had a background in mathematics and statistics. Her husband, Madhav Sathe, worked at a high-ranking position in the marketing department of a multinational company. Madhavi had settled in Pune. Her parents, originally from Jalgaon, ran a highly reputed jewelry business, one of the most well-known gold-selling firms in the city. Madhavi got married to Madhav when she was just 21. Her name before marriage was Ranjana, but Madhav changed it to Madhavi to match his own. A year later, Madhavi became pregnant and gave birth to their first child, a daughter. She was beautiful, fair-skinned with a sweet smile. Everyone agreed on the name Madhura. Time passed. Madhav was a devout follower of Satya Shri Sai Baba. Every morning, after taking a bath, he would perform Sai Baba's Aarti for half an hour. Madhavi would make all the necessary arrangements for the puja, after which Madhav would distribute prasad to everyone in the house. Madhav's parents, who also lived with them, were ardent devotees of Sai Baba. In fact, it was because of them that Madhav had been a firm believer in Sai Baba since childhood. When Madhura turned 3, Madhavi became pregnant again. The day before she received the confirmation from her doctor, a small footprint mysteriously appeared on the marble floor in front of their Sai Baba idol. Madhav's parents were overjoyed, convinced that Sai Baba himself was going to be born into their family. They distributed sweets in the neighborhood, announcing the joyous news. Madhavi was also thrilled. Satya Shri Sai Baba himself is in my womb, she thought, and both she and Madhav began taking extra care of the baby. As their devotion intensified, one day, Madhav noticed sacred ash, Vibhuti, appearing on Sai Baba's idol's forehead. News of this miracle spread quickly, drawing large crowds of devotees to their home. Even Pune newspapers covered the story, and soon their apartment became a pilgrimage site. Months passed, and as Madhavi's due date approached, excitement grew. The entire city believed that Sai Baba was about to take birth in their home. Finally, she was admitted to the maternity home. At midnight, Madhavi gave birth to a baby. It was a girl. Doctors examined the newborn and found that while her leg was normal up to the knee, below that, one leg was about 2 inches shorter. Madhavi stared hopelessly at her daughter's uncertain future. After 7 days, both mother and child were discharged from the hospital. Upon reaching home, Madhavi took the idol of Sai Baba from the puja room and threw it away. Her faith in Satya Shri Sai Baba was completely shattered. She finally realized that the so-called footprint on the marble floor was nothing but a stain. Second incident in our colony lived a gentleman named Mr. Bala Subramaniam. He had one son. While visiting Satya Shri Sai Baba's ashram, the Baba had blessed them, saying they would be gifted with a son. In gratitude, they named their child Prasad, a divine blessing. Bala Subramaniam's wife was an ardent devotee of Sai Baba. She even built a small temple for him in their bungalow's hall. On every full moon, a grand aarti was conducted at their home for 1.5 to 2 hours. Many South Indian women from the neighborhood would gather, participating in the elaborate puja, followed by a lengthy aarti and a grand meal as prasad. Although our families were cordial neighbors, we never attended their rituals. They knew we believed in God but did not worship Satya Shri Sai Baba. Thus, they never insisted that we participate in their religious gatherings. One day, news spread through the colony. Sacred ash, Vibhuti, was miraculously appearing from their Sai Baba idol. People started flocking to their home for darshan. Mr. Bala Subramaniam personally invited me to witness this miracle. I went, but what I saw didn't look like divine Vibhuti at all. To me, it was simply mold growing on the idol due to damp weather. I said nothing and left after the darshan. Time passed. Years rolled by. Bala Subramaniam started gaining a lot of weight. He would often be seen standing shirtless on his terrace, wearing only a lungi, displaying his sacred thread. Meanwhile, his wife remained immersed in her devotion, constantly dressed in prayer attire, chanting Sai Baba's hymns with Vibhuti smeared on her forehead. One day, Bala Subramaniam suffered 2 heart attacks. He was in the ICU for 5 to 6 days with relatives taking care of him. His wife, however, spent the entire time praying to Sai Baba, fasting and offering rituals. After 10 days, when Bala Subramaniam was discharged from the hospital, she finally broke her fast by consuming the so-called sacred ash, Vibhuti, that had appeared on the idol over those 10 days. When I heard this, I was shocked. That wasn't divine ash, it was simply peeling paint from the idol due to moisture. More years passed. One day, a neighbor told me that Bala Subramaniam's son, Prasad, had started smoking cigarettes in his room. I wasn't surprised. After all, just because someone is named Prasad doesn't mean they are free from worldly temptations. But then something was happened. The police caught him with marijuana. That was a real shock. The Prasad of Satya Shri Sai Baba was now addicted to drugs. When I later learned that many people had already seen him taking drugs in the past, I had no choice but to believe it. Soon, Bala Subramaniam had to shift his factory from Worli to Thane due to financial losses. Within 2 months, that factory shut down due to a labor strike. 6 months later, the bank issued a notice for unpaid loans of 10 crore rupees. A month after that, the bank seized his house and put it up for auction. The bungalow was sold within 3 months. When the new owner moved in, they found the idol of Satya Shri Sai Baba in a broken state inside the house. Why couldn't Satya Shri Sai Baba save Bala Subramaniam, his wife, or his drug-addicted son? Final thoughts. I always worry about people who blindly place their faith in gods, saints, and so-called miracle workers. 90% of Indians live below the poverty line, yet their beloved deities cannot do anything to change their fate. Shouldn't we all start asking some serious questions? Do true saints like Satya Shri Sai Baba really answer prayers?